channel. Welcome back to Up On It. I am Charlene. Firstly, a huge thank you to every single person that has shared any of my videos, or liked, or commented, or subscribed, shared it on Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat or LinkedIn. I see you. So thank you so much, and yeah, keep sharing. So today's video is going to be another video based on work experience, this time for those of you who are interested in medicine and STEM subjects. So by STEM we mean science, technology, engineering and maths. So I know it can be sometimes a little bit difficult to get work placements in science, particularly medicine. So hopefully today can break down some work experience programs that you can apply for and hopefully get onto. So if I was to go back to school and to kind of advise myself, I would probably tell myself to take more of an interest in science and also in technology. That is the way the world is going. You know, technological advances are happening so quickly, and I would encourage everybody who has an interest in tech and science to kind of take it seriously, to use every resource available to you. I mean, that's not how my brain works. I like poetry and books and music. Those of you guys who do have that interest, definitely pursue it. So the first area I'm going to talk to you about is medicine. I know it can be difficult to get medicine work placements purely because of kind of confidentiality. Hospitals are very sensitive places. So the first tip I would say is to contact your local GP. See if they'll have you in for either a day or a few days or a week. See what it's like interacting with patients, interacting with nurses, and you can see whether or not you like that environment. You know, we can have an idea of what we think something's going to be like, and then obviously doing it is something differently. So ask your doctor if you can come in for a day just to see what it's like, see if you like it. Another thing I would suggest that you could do, or you could look at, is volunteering at a local care home. Christmas is coming up, so there are probably some volunteer spaces at most care homes at the moment, so definitely have a look at it if you can do that. You know, medicine is a caring profession, not just the kind of science part. They want to know that you have kind of compassion and the skills to relate to different types of people. So in order to build on those kind of skills and care, I would say volunteer at a local care home. And now moving on to the more formal work experience programs, the first one I would say to have a look at is the program run by Barts Health. So this is primarily for you guys in the East End of London. They work with so many schools in East London, so definitely check to see if your school's on the website. I'll link it below. And basically it's a week-long program in July, and you can kind of come in and interact with people who work in the profession and also kind of build on your skills to see whether or not, again, medicine is something that you want to do, build on your knowledge, gather more information. So that's the Barts Health program, and I would advise those of you in East London to have a look to see if it's something you'd be interested in applying to. Secondly, I would also say to look at the Queen Mary program. So that's Queen Mary's Medicine and Dentistry program. And Queen Mary's a university, so it's slightly different in the sense that there will be probably more academic skills sessions. There'll be more kind of preparing you to study medicine at university. What do you need to build on? What do you need to practice? What do you need to know as a medical student studying at university? And there will be the balance of the professional skills development as well. So as you can tell, I like programs that have the kind of professional hands-on and then also the kind of theory and the academic as well. So if you can get both of that on a program, work experience program, I think that's perfect. The third program I'd say to have a look at is the UCLH summer program. So this is University College London Hospital. So it's hospital and it's university. So again, you get the partnership of the practical and also the academic side. And this is because it's based more in the kind of the hospital. You get to interact with a lot of different types of doctors. You'll get to do kind of simulation and build up kind of clinical skills. So I've actually seen students at this work experience, and it is a great work experience. The only thing I would say is that it does have a fee on it. The other two are free. They want to encourage students who don't have any links at all in the medical profession to get into medicine. This one has a fee on it, so if you're worried about that, I'd say definitely call up and speak to them or speak to your school about it. But it is a great program, so if you can get onto it, I would definitely say to try and get onto it. With medicine, I think it's really important to know your stuff. So from now, start gathering information, start reading up. There are loads of little things that students who study medicine will know that nobody else obviously would have to know in their subjects. So make sure that you know what UKCAT is, what a BMAT is, how to prepare for all that kind of stuff. Make sure that you're asking questions if you're unsure. Make sure that you are kind of staying up to date with current developments in medicine, because all of that stuff is going to matter in medicine probably more than it matters in other subjects. Now moving moving on to STEM work experience programs. The first program I would say to have a look at is the Nuffield Research Program. So Nuffield is huge, they are so great. So they offer about 1,000 placements to students every year in the summer to see what they do and see how researchers work. So if you're interested in kind of scientific advancements and you want to know what's happening in science today, I would suggest looking at the Nuffield Research placements. And they have different types of sciences that you can research more about, so the biology and chemistry and physics, engineering. So definitely look at Nuffield if you're interested in research and want to know what's happening today in science. So the other program I'd say to have a look at is the one run by Imperial. So Imperial is a university, it's one of the best universities in the world, very kind of cutting edge in science and research, and they have a work experience program where you can actually do research in their science departments. So departments like life sciences and physics, their National Heart and Lung Institute, their engineering department, and basically kind of just learn what it's like to be a researcher in science, and I think that's fantastic. So if you are interested in that, I'm going to link that below. Have a look at the Imperial Work Experience Program. And now moving on to technology. So the Social Mobility Foundation have a great technology program on their Aspiring Professionals program, and basically you have a mentor who works in technology and work experience in technology, as well as other support. So for those of you guys who are interested in purely tech and not necessarily tech with science, I definitely suggest having a look at that program. In addition to that, I know coding is basically another language these days. So if you're interested in learning how to code, I'm going to link some websites below where you can basically teach yourself how to code. It is the future, so I would definitely encourage you guys to learn how to code if you're interested in tech, if you haven't started already. Finally, we're going to look at some engineering programs. So Nuffield and Imperial do offer kind of engineering strands in their programs, but if you want some engineering specific programs, the first one I'd say for those of you guys interested in mechanical engineering is Bentley Motors. So that is a great program, also pretty cool, to working for Bentley. It's a work experience program, it's for about a week, and you get to kind of see what it is they do on a day-to-day basis. You get to interact with people who work there, see what they're working on, and kind of ask any questions that you might have as well. So that's a great program. And secondly, I would also suggest having a look at the Royce Work Experience program. So equally for those of you guys who are interested in mechanical engineering or engineering in general, Rolls-Royce don't only build amazing cars, they also build kind of jets as well and planes. And so if you're interested in a little bit of kind of aviation, I'm sure there's someone there you could ask those kind of questions to. So definitely have a look at that program. And now you know what kind of cars I like. And then I would say have a look at the engineering education scheme. So this is really cool because you actually get to work with someone who's researching or working on a project in engineering for about 6 months. So most work experience programs are a week. This lasts for a period of time. So not only do you get to kind of build professional relationships, you actually get to see the project they're working on develop, ask questions about it as it's developing. So I think that's really fantastic. So definitely check out that scheme. So guys, those are some programs I'd suggest you have a look at. Definitely, like I said, you know, if you have an interest in science, please do pursue it. Don't kind of think, oh, it's boring. Science is basically the future. So I definitely always encourage people to get into science, get into tech. Again, if I could, I absolutely would. So if you have any questions, please email me at stayinguponit@gmail.com. If you want to follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you can. It's at Stayinguponit. And then again, comment, subscribe, share, and I will see you guys next week. Bye guys.